Fabulous. Yep. Can you get it? Get it off. Come on. Do it. You can do it. Good morning. Church starts soon on Zoom, so I'm going to open up my Advent calendars and get going for the day. Oh, if only you could smell my house right now. I'll show you what's in here. These are all cinnamon heart ornaments. They're great to like hang in your car, hang on your tree, put in a drawer. We have those that I need to put strings on. I've put strings on about 40 of them so far. So I've got all of these. These are going to be gifts for the women in my neighborhood for our church congregation. I've got the cellophane bags. I've got the print. Where'd the rest of them go? Oh, I have another stack, a big stack of the prints. But we've got about 167 that we're taking them to. We're just going to, there's 5 of us that we're dividing all of these up and just dropping them at people's doors. No contact, just drop it at their door. But we just wanted people to know that we remember them at Christmas time. And I think everybody just needs to know that they're remembered. So I've got a map of our area here, copies of it that I need to highlight different houses that we're going to be dividing up the area, like taking these two. So this is going to be the project for the day, is to get everything divided up, packaged into here, and the maps ready. So it's been a pretty uneventful day. I mean, busy, had a lot of things going on with church and stuff like that, but Not much to share with you, but I thought I would take a minute to share with you my favorite hand knit socks. Socks that I have knit for myself. I have a lot of socks that I really like, but I wanted to show you my favorites that I've knit for myself. So let's see if I can get the stack. I picked these right here as my favorites for different reasons. So I was just going to go through each of them with you. So this pair, oh, let's hope I can remember all of the details now. This is a pair that I knit from one of my collections. This one is Carousel from my County Fair collection, the rides portion of that. So I had County Fair collection had two parts. One part was rides and one part was concessions. So this one was Carousel, and I knit the Frances socks by Emily Clausen of Yarn Brary Yarns, and I really like this texture. It's a favorite because I really love the texture, and the yarn, I loved how it kind of swirled around the sock, and I just really like the colors. Just the whole combination I really loved, and they've had a lot of use, so they're kind of starting to look a little bit grungy, but that's what happens when they're favorite socks. Okay, so there's my first one. Here's another one. Let's see. I knit this one a long time ago. Okay, this one's quite a story. This sock pattern is Soul Sisters by Jules Hill and Amy Loudon. They're two friends that are soul sisters and dear friends of mine. And they wrote it together, but it is in Jules of So Sweet Violet, her shop. And it has a lace panel down the front. And I think that it's similar to Old Shale, something like that pattern. It's knit toe up, and I love this sock because I went through my yarns and picked out a whole bunch of just favorite yarns, which I don't do very often. I kind of like hold on to them as precious scraps. A lot of them were scraps, some of them were new minis. But I pulled out colors that I wouldn't have necessarily normally put together, and I just love the combination. The problem is, I think this was my first pair of taupe socks for myself, so I wasn't really familiar with and comfortable with getting the fit just right. And so they're just a little too long and a little too wide. And so they get very little wear. So they look like they're in almost brand new condition because I don't wear them much. I have a friend that I think they might fit, that I'm gonna see if she likes them, because I can't bear to part with them unless it's to just someone dear, because I really love these. Yeah, I just the whole color combination made me happy, the whole thing. Okay, another one. Here's the next favorite. So this is a sock design that I created. I still haven't written the pattern up for it yet, and I was calling them chicken legs because I have skinny legs, and so I knit them in a 60 stitch tube instead of 64 stitches because I just need them a little bit tighter. And the yarn was by Biff Sugar Yarns, and I'm trying to remember the colorway name. I don't remember, but oh, I love it. Love the set. I did stripes in the cuff and then the toe in the contrasting mini that came with it. Oh, love it. Just, it fits perfectly. The yarn is beautiful. I did slip stitch pattern on the ball of the foot to give it a little bit more durability. And these socks, I've only finished them not too long ago, but they're starting to look grungy already because I wear them all the time. I love them a lot. There is a wool wash that I use from time to time. I don't use it often because I feel like it actually cleans a little too well, maybe even removes some of the color, but does clean the socks. Like it strips a lot out of that. So I'll do that from time to time, and it's called Unicorn Fiber Wash, Fibre, if I remember correctly. Okay, I just finished this pair. It's already on my favorites because the colorway is one that I dyed called Tropical Hideaway, the main colorway, and this one is Aloha, and it was a sock set that I made for the tiki room because I'm missing Disneyland so much, which is why this is a favorite of mine. Just the colors are bright. Okay, sorry, we had a knock at the door and then Luna got all startled. Now I'm forgetting. I was talking about these, why I like them. Oh, I also like that it's just a plain vanilla sock, meaning that there's no patterning to it. Like this has a lace pattern. I showed you another one that was like old shale pattern. This one is just stockinette stitch. And I like how smooth that feels, and I also like that it just shows off the yarn. So that's another favorite. And the last favorite that I brought is this one. This one might possibly be my all-time favorite, which surprises me, but this pair I made this year, and it is a scrappy sock, meaning I used little bits, scraps of things here and there, odds and ends. And what I like so much about it is, if you look at this sock, all the colors are right up against each other, so they really need to look great together. This one, if I put every one of these colors right next to each other, I may not like it as much. I really like the white, the bare yarn dividing it. It just, I don't know, it makes it feel more cohesive if I were to use more random colorways. So this one was from Kate Celine. It was actually a gift for my birthday this year. I did a birthday swap with a group of friends online. Hi, if you're watching. This one's from Ollie and Bella that she dyed herself. Same thing with this one. This was from Yarnberry Yarns. This was a Kate Celine mini also from the same friend. This one, I'm not sure if that one was from Ollie and Bella or Yarnberry Yarns. This one was Kate Celine. This one was from Yarnberry Yarns, I'm pretty sure. This one was from Ollie and Bella. Ollie and Bella is her Instagram and YouTube channel. It's actually Cherie. This one is the same yellow one as earlier from Yarnberry Yarns, and this last one was from Kate Celine. Same thing, mini from that same friend. And this little scrap on top was Ollie and Bella. So I love this one. I kind of want to make a whole bunch of these with all of my little odds and ends that I don't know what to do with, but they're too precious to get rid of. So, because it only takes the smallest amounts to do that. So those are my favorite hand knit socks. My goal for this next year is to do, there's a knit along with So Sweet Violet and Lay Family Yarns. They're doing a rainbow, oh, what is it called? Jules, I'm so sorry. Like a rainbow sock along. But it's not just that. You can also do a crocheted rainbow blanket. I don't know if that's part of the knit along, but Kelly from Lay Family Yarns, she's dyeing kits, like mini skeins that you can do a blanket with, and then there's some where you can do socks, and then you can also do your own colorways, but it's all, every month has a color theme. And as soon as I heard that, I thought that's perfect, because I have been holding on to yarn to do that same thing with, like different colorways to make a rainbow of socks. And I would like to do more like this, patterned socks that are more of, you know, kind of one color family, one tone, rather than a whole bunch of colors like this or like this. Even though this reads as orange, depending on the light, orange or pink. So that could work, but I'd like it to be a bit more like this. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I kind of gravitate towards certain things, and I'm realizing that as I pull out my favorite socks and I look at the stack. Maybe it doesn't look as obvious now in this picture, but when I had them pulled out, I realized what I really like And so I'm going to make more of that this year. I have a lot of really random colorways and styles of socks. And now that I know really just what I like, I want to focus more on that for me. For other people, I'll make things that I think they will like. Anyways, that's it for today. We're getting closer to Christmas. How many of you are starting to feel like, oh no, we're too close? Like, I'm feeling that because I don't want it to end. I'm just really enjoying the season, but I'll just make the most out of every day. So I hope you have a wonderful Sunday, and I look forward to next week.